Stefan Marbury top dunks of his career. Marbury is free and has feet that are similar to his. It's a ballet all the way through and he nails it. Not only counts, but also the foul. The coach of Minnesota, Saunders, requests a 20-second timeout during the game of Terrell Brandon, which is a difference between the game of Marbury and the game of Brandon. In the previous season, the Wolves were known to select Wally Szczerbiak. Therefore, what did Kevin McHale gain from this situation? In this situation, he is clearing out and waving everyone off his dream matchup. Terrell Brandon launched an ill-advised defensive stab and Misterovich was unable to do much about it. That's my 3. Marbury makes a play on Garnett, and then as Stefan Marbury attempts to answer right back, Joe Smith steps in at the precise moment to take his place. I am unable to obtain any kind of defense. First place goes to Szczerbiak and Hammonds. It's not even close. Oh, it's Joe Smith. In this case, Marbury is going all the way. It counts and the foul count as well. They are as driven as you will ever see them when they are creative. This man has been blowing up, As of right now, there has been no response. I am unable to respond. However, you do not receive the same amount of time as Terrell Brandon, who is currently on the floor. There are 1 minute and 53 seconds left in this third quarter. It was Stefan Marbury who made the three-point shot. The mental process consisted of him waiting to see if he got inside. Our barber can hit. Jerry Stackhouse has proven to be a pivot man, and you are correct in saying so. Oh my goodness, Marbury, what a leader who is completely out of his mind. Tyrone Hill, who was on the road at the time, gave Homer his first kiss. Does this one have a height? Utilize it to its full potential. It is a very subtle defensive that is right up on me. Double. Anderson has a total of 14 points. Beginning the middle of the defenders is Von Marbury. If you watch this, you will see that they double. As a result, he was not selected for the team that would begin with the number 10 contract. Barbury, he has 66. Philadelphia has a 6-point advantage. It's Marbury making his way into the lane for the kiddos. For the rebound, lofty and mighty. Quite immediately, Marbury conveys the message. 12 seconds remain. The three-point shot is on its way. At this point, you have to get it. It's time to get ready. Being so powerful offensively. The Barbury is on the move. Marion is the one who stole. Brother, do you have any spare change? Just let me help. Just a small bit of assistance is what gets things started in some cases. Could that be the point where it all began? All right, Marbury. As Marbury makes his way along the lane, I take great pleasure in the manner he guards. Covering it up and then blowing up is what the new Arizona Cardinal is doing. The Phoenix, trailing with a score of 7-4. The long jump shot was immediately taken by Marbury. That was a very brief 2. Pull away from the high screen and roll. Thank you for the recognition, Rick Fox. They are doing a terrific job of forcing the Lakers to eat up the clock, which is another of their strengths. Marbury is about to arrive. That's around a 25-footer that goes straight through the back. If you want to strip on Marbury, Stoppers has it with the left side out top. Code is now guarding the stream. After that, looking to press the button. Now that Hardaway has been brought on the screen. By Marbury, the back door was cut. When it comes to the Suns, the teardrop is the Stefan Marbury. It appears that he was able to escape Williams. As it turns out, Jason Williams is unable to handle his strength, and he is now watching the maneuvers of the point guard. It is Stefan Marbury who is located on the left side of the room. He is going to leap up. Which is better? A 2-pointer or a 3-pointer? Mr. C. Marion was his name. During the game, Marion makes a slam. This is Omar Barry. Marbury comes to a halt. The diminutive 10-footer. Make a swish. That's good. As we do so, we are repositioning it on the floor. Maintains a lane of traffic. In the 14th position, he has the junk shot, and he makes it. The 3-point range is located on the angled side of the court. Put the ball in the space between the circles while it is being dribbled. There is going to be a 3-point shot made by 9. It is 7 seconds. Marion's shot from the baseline is inadequate. Performs his rebounding. Take an off-balance shot. That's good. It is a good thing. And for what reason? The reason for this is that Jason Williams, well, I don't know what he's doing here, grabs his wrist, and despite this, he was still able to go up with strength, concentrate, and drain it. The attempt by Barbury to remove Casella from the screen. Aubrey enters the building. This is supported by the floater. Lovely. As it turns out, I have knocked the ball away once more. Hands that are used defensively. The Barbarian is moving backward. As well as the so-called health defenders, Spruwell enters the building. Contrast Marbury with Connor Carter, who is a significantly more capable defender than Cassell. The time on our clock stopped. Audio, in. It is a Marbury for 3. In other words, Marbury, who hails from the downtown area. My opinion is that if there had been a line out there for a 30-foot shot, Stephon would have had a chance to score a point, an extra point, and he might have had a Thomas finding Marbury. Lost it for a little minute. 7 o'clock is the shot clock. Aubrey can get past Carter. The inside elevated above the glass. As for the double technicals, I mentioned that the individual who was at fault should be punished. As Matt mentioned, it's possible that he was attempting to prevent him from falling. That is the brief response that Harvard has provided. No one was able to escape. Marbury is the one who discovers it. Marbury enters the building, the second most popular game in the NBA. Games that are decided by a maximum of 6 points, regardless of the number of points involved. As well as once more, Barbara enters. Marbury, with a gentle touch, scored 21 points, and Marbury also scored a few moments before. Audio. In. With applause. When it is on its feet, it has the potential to make a 3-point run. There was nothing that could stop Stefan Marbury from spinning around and looking at the defender. He was being directed by larger individuals. I'm going to give you some direction based on what you and I both thought was the New York Knicks player. They immediately return it to you. Just as Jermaine Jones was about to jump, Stefan Marbury, who plays for the Knicks, jumped in at the wrong time. Stephon pulls off an 18-footer even though nobody comes out to pick him up. This player is one of two. There's a little bit of Oscar Robertson, that's for sure. If you want to tweet me, the average is a triple-double. Put his hands in his pockets since he has committed 3 personal fouls. When the barber is on the run, Ariza is interested in lob. Still, he will get it back, and it will be his first time being slammed. To the right of George, Marbury is off the dribble shooting. No one takes action to assist. Even though he blows the layup, he manages to get his rebound down within. Marbury made a very astute move. When he was holding the defensive glass, we discussed how physically strong he was and how strong he was. It is not just Stefan Marbury who gets the loose ball, but he also leaves his foot completely out of bounds. The unfortunate aspect of that was that a government officer was standing around 4 feet away from him. Just a little bit more, here it's already. With applause. To pick and pot, he makes intelligent use of his left hand. After making contact with the left hand, the player curls into the middle of the court. This is the reason why he refers to it as some strawberries, Margaret. You're putting in a strong performance this season, Stephen Starberg. One more time from a distance on Marbury. To put it simply, he was beaten on that one. As he took his time and focus, we will get him back on his feet. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.